Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and in today's episode we're going to be discussing my everyday carry for April 2018. Stick with me. Welcome back everybody, and thank you for sticking with me. Now before we get started, I just want to give you guys a heads up that my wife, aka Outdoor Mama, has her everyday carry video that we're going to be plugging right here. So if you haven't checked that video out and check out her channel, go give her a thumbs up and a subscribe so you can go encourage her to keep making more awesome videos. If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new episodes or our daily giveaways. And make sure you smash that notification button so you don't miss anything. Also, we have a new round of our Amazon gift card giveaways, and to enter, you need to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. We also pick winners in the very next episode, so if you enter on this particular giveaway, you'll find out who the winner is on the very next episode. For those of you who've been following our content for quite some time, you know that the Everyday Carry series on our channel has been going on for, 3 or 4 years now, with at least monthly updates, given the fact that our ideas change, we learn new things from various different sources, and we just try experimenting with different options. So it's not that the core philosophy of what EDC is, which basically having useful tools you can use in an urban and or survival situation, can be on hand in your pockets and readily available when you desperately need it. Also real quick, we just dropped our limited edition Drop Fort Survival Get Outside shirts. These shirts are freaking amazing. They fit really comfortably and they're super soft. They're only gonna be running the sale for about 11 more days, and once they're gone, they're gone. So if you want them, go get them. First up are my core accessories, what I kind of have in different various places on my body, not necessarily in my pockets. First one is the Bushcraft Necklace. Every single member of my family has one. We got these from WAZOO Survival Gear, and they are terrific. They are pretty not discreet. They don't really look like anything, but they give you a viable resource for starting a fire if you desperately need it and you don't have anything else on you. The segue off of that is my watch. It's the same Casio G-Shocks you've seen for a long time. This is my WAZOO Survival Gear kerosene-filled compass. This thing is actually made in Japan. It's the same exact compass that we use in my DFS Micro Survival Kit. And over here hidden in the watch band, we have a handcuff key for unlawful detainment. Now to segue into the last item is my zombie survival bracelet by WAZOO Survival Gear. We have a wire saw and up to 14 different tools in, on, and around this tool, from emergency whistles, signal mirrors, scrapers. We have a fire steel, fat packs, a wire saw like I said, and a fishing kit built inside this rig. Next are my keys and my extras, or illumination and combustion. Now, it is very advisable to have multiple sources of combustion. You definitely don't want to rely on just one. I'd recommend at a minimum have at least 2, but if you can afford to fit it or you get creative like I have, you can definitely go and shoot for a third option. Now, my keys are pretty freaking awesome. This is just a simple Thor key organizer. It just has my house keys and everything on it. And then we have another spare key here. Right here, you'll see the Exotac free key. My wife touches on this in her video, but we like it because it helps us get our keys in and out of our system really easily, because we can just kind of pinch down on that system. We don't have to worry about digging our fingernails, or if you're like me, we really don't have fingernails to pry open that. Now we have the Thor key titanium pill container. In here, I've got about 20 little sticks of paratender, the actual fire starting core that is waterproof. We have those in there for an emergency tender if we need to. But to couple with that, we also have my True Utility peanut lighter. There's a bunch of knockoffs that work exactly the same, and it's filled with fuel. The reason we like it so much is the fact that it has the O-ring seal, so we won't lose fuel while we're waiting. But if we do run out of fuel, we can use this as a spark wheel, as a third combustion source. Last but not least, we have some zipper pull tools from Grim Survival. It's got some spork and some other tools. I've touched on this in another previous video. If you guys want to check that out, I'll see if I can link that video up there in the top of the screen. Next, we've got my night core tip. I decided to kind of trade this out this week to this month and see how I like it. I carried it last time. I did enjoy it. It was a little weird in the pocket, but it's still a really good light. It's pretty dang bright. That's on its lowest setting. This is on high. So it typically, outside of a self-defense situation, wouldn't need anything bigger than this for EDC. Sometimes this ends up on my keys. Most of the time it just ends up randomly in my pocket or in my cargo pocket. Next, we have a Positron lighter by Bic. I like these because these are physically waterproof. You can stick these in there and they will not be ruined if prolonged exposure to being submerged in water occurs. Now, last but not least, for my third source of combustion, we have the Exotac NanoStriker XL. I love this because it keeps the fire steel physically protected from corrosion of the elements with the O-rings. But even if you're in a situation where you are in inclement weather, catches really, really, really good sparks. Another bonus tip that's not really a tip is if you don't feel like carrying one of those lighters around and you don't really care for those, you can just swap it out for a normal Bic lighter, but keep in mind these aren't 100% waterproof. But the bonus is the fact that if you do run out of fuel with these, you can still use these as a spark wheel to actually get sparks hitting off. Just modding this just a little bit, you can use this as a spark wheel and use some of the actual flint shavings to put around some tinder to get a fire started. Here's my wallet. This is the same wallet as the Gun Deck wallet by Off Premier Leather. This wallet is my favorite because it lets me stick a whole bunch of stuff in there without being too big and bulky. Now, this is a new wallet. You guys saw the unboxing for this about a week or so ago. This is the Ridge wallet. This is the new and improved design with chamfered edges. It's really nice and sleek. It's really, really slim profile now. They really, really went out of their way to kind of soften all the curves and make it more comfortable. Generally speaking, this is my wallet. I have all my little ID cards, but I also have some survival tools in here, and we'll break that open and show you what that is in there. Now, outside of just my normal cards, I have all these various items, and we'll go over them. They're pretty straightforward. So right here, I actually have the Fresnel lens and the signal mirror from the DFS Micro Survival Kit. This is always in my wallet. I always have a spare one of these on me because it's just good to have these two different alternative methods for starting a fire, especially since we're in a semi-desert environment. Then for low light conditions, I can couple this with my flashlight and conserve battery. This is actually a glow-in-the-dark pad, and I can just hit this with a bigger flashlight or my tip and actually be able to get some glow if I need it. Additionally, I have a couple tool cards here from Grim Workshop. This is the multi kind of card. It's got like a knife. It's not really a knife though. You would have to sharpen that, but we have a sharpening stone if we need to. Have some arrowheads and some fishing hooks. So I have a couple survival items I can keep nice in my wallet. Then for urban situations, for tool functions, we have the Lever Tool Card Pro. This is the only tool card that is wallet size that I dare say that I would actually use. A lot of the other ones are junk. I know some people have the Wallet Ninja, and we've even bought that one before too, but out of all of them, this is the highest quality. And then right here is a cool little tool card. It's a prototype from WAZOO Survival Gear. They still haven't released it yet. I really hope they do. But it's like 120 grit diamond grit stone, so I can use this to keep my knife sharp in the field. Here's my knives and my multi-tools. Now you're like, oh dang, that's not even close to what he usually shows us. He just shows us like his entire freaking collection. Usually I do. But this time, instead of just blasting into your face every single month, I decided to let you know that these are the two knives that I'm going to be experimenting with this month. This is the new Kaiser that we got in the monthly knife club, and before we can give it a review or anything, we definitely want to give it a little whirl of some carry. This is the Eliminator 2 by Vagina. I have no idea. 35 Ian. It's hollow grind. It's definitely a light duty blade, but that's what pocket knives are for. There's only a few companies that make like really tough ones, and I usually carry those, but I'm kind of experimenting with some of the lighter duty ones, like the Cold Steel Steve Austin knife. It's one of my favorite ones because it gives me kind of that traditional look. Really, really super slim, extraordinarily lightweight, but I still get a 4-inch blade that is very stabby and very slicey. So if I need this in a self-defense situation, if I just need this for light duty, this should have me covered because of the nice grippy format of the G10 and the overall ergonomics of the handle. Now, it really depends on the day, but I have my Gerber Dime multi-tool. I've had this for a long, long time. And for those of you who go jump over and watch my wife's EDC video that's on her channel right now, which I think it just went up about 30 minutes ago, she has the all black one that we got from Survival Boxes. This is one of the few multi-tools that are tiny and are from Gerber that I think are absolutely phenomenal. Now, they make a full-size tool called the Gerber Center Drive. That particular full-size model is absolutely to die for. However, because of this, had a pocket clip, and it still gave me some pretty good functionality. I've got the Leatherman SideKick. This is much more up my alley than the Wingman. I know the Wingman's pretty good, and a lot of people do like it, so don't get twisted. I don't hate it. I just like the SideKick more. Just personal preference. Has a lot of good tools that I find very, very, very highly functional, but I would suggest either one because they both have pocket clips on them, so you don't have to worry about attaching anything additional to your waistband. For those of you who are wondering what my usual folding knives are manly knives. basically the biggest no-nonsense bad boys on the planet. This is the Cold Steel SR1 that we have thoroughly thrashed on and beat it up and tested it. It's probably the toughest $150 knife, like 150 bucks or less knife on the planet. There is no knife that we have tested that's a pocket knife, keyword, a folding pocket knife that does not need extra attachments, that is stronger and tougher than this knife. Now, there is a knife that is stronger than this knife, but it's far more expensive, and only a few men on the planet have it. It's the Cold Steel 4MAX. And this one is custom engraved of my Mandalorian because I like Star Wars, and Star Wars is for cool nerds, and I'm a cool nerd. All in all, we basically have the 2 strongest knives on the planet, and typically when I go out, those are the knives that you can find in my pocket almost any given day, except for this month, just because we're experimenting. Now, a lot of you guys keep asking me, yo, Chris, why do you never bring Pew Pew on the channel? Well, there's a reason. If you guys noticed that YouTube's been attacking those channels very ferociously, and it's just one of those games that we're already dealing with demonetization on a daily and weekly basis as it is, and I don't want to have to worry about channel termination on top of that. Now, once they make clear-cut communications and non-vague rules as to their policies on that particular subject, that's something we will be exploring and bringing to the channel. I would like to explore deeper with you guys on this channel. Winner of yesterday's Amazon gift card giveaway is Jacob Phillips. Congratulations, Jacob Phillips, you're the winner. So definitely got to the back end of our channel so you can get your contact details. But that's just about us for now. And if you enjoyed our everyday carry update for April 2018, definitely give this video a big thumbs up and share this out with your friends and family in your social media networks so we can keep growing, thriving, and making awesome videos for you guys. But that's just about it for now. Hope you guys have an absolute wonderful day. I'm out.